And a very good morning to the PickASide Nation. This is James Finley. I'm your host at PickASide Podcast. Well, I'm coming to you guys today because at 5 o'clock, I will be having my special guest on my show. Her name is Angela Chandler Norwood out of Birmingham, Alabama. And she came into the lab to talk about COVID-19. Uh, no better way to have someone that's been through the fire of contracting the virus as well as surviving it. And she still has ongoing issues with it. So she came into the lab. She had to educate me about COVID-19. I hope that you will get educated by her very compelling interview that she was able to give to me, I should say. So at 5 o'clock today on my YouTube channel, which is PickASide, please tune in. If you're on the East Coast, that'll be at 8 o'clock uh, Eastern Standard Time. And if you're out there in hot Texas, hey, we're talking about 7 o'clock. So, hey, listen, please give us a listen. Hey, when you tune in to YouTube, I need to remind you guys, do me a huge favor. You guys have been so very supportive. Hit the share button and the subscribe button. I certainly would appreciate it if you could do that. Tell your friends about it as well. Now, next week, huge announcement right now. Next week for PickASide Podcast, we're having Financial Literacy Week. I got some heavyweight women that's going to be coming into the lab to talk about financial literacy in the Black community. We're talking about credit, how to save money, where your money should go. We're talking about life insurance. We're talking about death insurance. We're talking about multi-level marketing. We're covering all bases on your finances. There should not be any reason why anybody should have to be struggling after the information that you will receive next week. So tune in. I have Brandy George Wilder that's going to be coming into the lab to talk about credit. I have Christy Howard, who they call Cash Flow Christy. She's going to be coming into the lab talking about, MWR. She is a multi-level marketing guru, but she's making a whole lot of money from it. So she's going to come into the lab. And then we have the mother-daughter tandem of Carol and Candace Hart. Oh, yeah, you ought to hear their story. We're talking about someone that's been in teaching for 30 years that was able to retire. So you'll be hearing about that life insurance game and all that goes along with it. And her daughter, Candace, you're going to love her. I'm looking for a gentleman, a man, a guy, a male to come in and talk about this too. So, hey, if you want to come into the lab, give me a call, 310-462-0791. Once again, this is James Finley with PickASide Podcast. As I always say, keep God first place in your life, and guess what? He'll take you places that you never dreamed of. Thank you so very much. See you next time in the lab.